Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play R-Type Tactics 2 Operation Bitter Chocolate. Last time, we went through the introduction, covered a lot of background, set up our commander, and chose a faction, and went through the first mission. Now it's onward to mission 2. Now, checking the roster, I think we might have gotten a new group of pilots, maybe? Am I remembering that correctly? But we don't have a new unit to assign them to. And we can't actually build any new units yet. So that's not going to be helpful to us at this point. So we might as well just start on the second mission. Space exercises. In Earth orbit. Orders for space exercises in Earth's orbit have arrived. Time to head over there. Usual victory and defeat conditions. Destroy the enemy flagship, don't let our flagship get destroyed. We can check the terrain before we jump into the map. Of course, it's not going to actually show us the positions of any enemy units, so it's of relatively limited usefulness, but we can get a preview of what the map itself looks like at least. Lots of debris again. So just like with the previous mission, we're going to want to hide in that when possible, since it will give us a little bit of a defensive boost. Let's go ahead and dive into it. We arrived at the base orbiting Earth. We are to have a mock battle in the area's debris zone. While preparing, a guy from HR suddenly appeared. He demanded that I would switch lieutenants. Well, I mean, what's wrong with Lieutenant Gerald McKellen? From behind the guy, a young woman appeared. She bashfully identified herself. The HR guy handed us some documents from his department along with our resume. So here we get introduced to our second adjutant, Hiroko F. Gazarov. Rank Starfleet Lieutenant, 24, Studies, Tactics, Notoni Academy. I examined both Lieutenant Gazarov's appearance and datasheet. That's an accurate statement. Yeah, I like her, actually. I already liked her. During preparation for the mock battle, I described the warship to the new lieutenant. With that out of the way, it is time to start the exercise. Lieutenant Gazarov became our adjutant, and we can switch them in Archives profile. Welcome to the team, Lieutenant Gazarov. Alright, so once again we have very limited space to deploy, but it doesn't really matter because we have very limited forces as well. Again, strange delay after we place our transport before it goes back to this menu. Our Midnight Eye will be in the front. Our Arrowhead fighters we will arrange, I should say, around our ship. Once again, I'll attach a force to one of my squadrons. We'll put the POW armor in the transport. Alright, looks good. Quick deployment this early on. Not a whole lot of decisions to make. Alright, can't enter any debris yet. Let's just go as far forward as we can with our AWACS. Well, once again, we have that screen tearing going on. Let me wiggle my window to fix that, and then in my recording software, transform, bit to screen. There we go. It's an annoying bug, but it's easily fixed, so it's not a big deal. Let's attach to our force. Donk. And start moving in. As you probably noticed, another characteristic of the recon units, besides just having long sight range, being good scouts, is that they move more quickly. They're very fast. Beautiful view of the earth below. And there's a spoil to grab here. Always grab the spoils, since they can unlock new units to build or develop. We'll deploy our power armor, of course. Maybe I should actually make a decoy transport this time. Alright, your move. Opponent, Op 4. No sign of them yet. Oh, some of this we can't move through at all. It's not even debris, it's just a solid object. Okay, we have run into the enemy's AWACS. They get an opportunity attack on us. But again, it's just a Vulcan pea shooter, doesn't really matter. Now that said, if they have fighters waiting in the wings, then those will be able to come forward and do some real damage to our Midnight Eye. So let's get our fighters in there. I'll go ahead and have my power armor make a decoy as well. Oh, we can deploy it quite far forward. I am still baffled by this technology. How do we conjure matter out of nothing? How have we not basically conquered the galaxy with such incredible power? Actually, hang on. Isn't that where I put my decoy transport? Yeah, so let's move the decoy power armor. Oh wait, I can't move the decoy power armor because I just made it. I'm being silly. Sorry. Momentary derpage. Since resupplying is free, as far as I know, never a reason not to do it. Oh yeah, we can disguise our transport. It says the decoy unit will disguise itself as its carrier. It's not 100% clear to me what that means. But if I select disguise, suddenly it says in. So I guess the idea is now it looks as though there are units inside the hangar of that transport. So maybe the enemy will be more likely to attack it because they think it's carrying something. I assume that's what that means. As much as I am very grateful to the fan translators for translating this in English, and trust me, I really am, there are places where the translation is spotty. It's certainly a lot better than having it in Japanese for those of us who are not fluent in the language, but it's not perfect. Oh, that is an enemy force-equipped fighter squadron. This could be the end of my scouts. Nope, I overestimated them. Multiple force-equipped enemy squadrons, and those guys just detached from their force. Interesting. We don't want to get hit by its force ram attack, because that's quite powerful. So let's do what we can with our tracer missiles. Well, we're whittling it down slowly. The enemy also has a couple of POW armors, but one of those may be a decoy. Would not surprise me if one of them was a decoy. Speaking of which, let's get our decoy into position down here. Hopefully draw some fire, and we can blow it up in their faces. Alright, and we got drifting data and 10 selenium ore. It's not a lot, but better than a stick in the eye, as most things are. Well, let's get our 4th squadron in there and see what we can do. I'm not so concerned about the enemy's AWACS. Their force is scarier, so let's whittle it down. And pull our Midnight Eye back to where we can hopefully withdraw into our transport's hangar and repair it. Let's get our decoy carrier in there, too. Your move, Op 4. The Bido shot is pretty ineffective. Still, it's the AWACS attacking us, huh? We'll go ahead and try it then. If it was something stronger, I would just try to evade. Enemy arrowhead attacking. Okay, they didn't do much damage, really. Oh, they're really going for my poor force. Alright, well, the damage is adding up. Oh wow, it's force ramming my decoy. Oh, I'll just blow my decoy up in its face. Oh right, it did push me back, so I'm going to want to move my fighter squadron out of the way first. Oh, excellent. I have charge cannons ready to go. That's beautiful. All of them are ready to go, in fact. Can I fire it through obstacles like this? And can I detach and fire it in the same turn? Questions. Questions it would be useful to know the answer to. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to detach it. Force ram. And I'm going to force ram the enemy AWACS to get it out of my way, and to get my force out of my way. That worked out well. And now, I move in and fire my wave cannon at point-blank range. Right in the enemy's face. Eat it! Open wide. Nice! Obliterated their force. Heavy damage to their POW armor. There was nothing behind it, but that was worthwhile. They have wave cannons ready too, but can I fire mine through... I can't fire it. Okay. So you can't fire it through solid obstacles. That was not something I remembered. What can my tracer missile hit? Can it hit the enemy squadron? It cannot. Here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to move my squadron out of the way. How much do we soften up the enemy force with our tracer missiles? Not a lot. Let's just destroy it with our decoy POW armor. Excellent. Now that it's out of the way. Let's go ahead and eliminate the enemy's charge here. Good. Now they have a charge ready to go, which is a little scary. This squadron is probably about to get it right in the face, either that or my forces, and that would destroy my force, I'm pretty sure. Let's repair our Midnight Eye. It's a war, there's going to be casualties, even though this is an exercise between friendly forces, so I guess they're not real casualties. I'm pretty sure the rule the squadrons that are destroyed don't get experience is still in effect, though. Wonder if I can lure them into attacking my POW armor. Donk. Probably not. I am guessing that they'll be smart enough to destroy my force or attack my fighter squadron. Well, I think we're about to get wave cannoned. Oh, crap. That was a decoy. And it just did horrendous damage to me. That sucked really badly. Oh, man. Okay, it wave cannoned its own POW armor. But it also almost destroyed my squadron. This is going really badly. I should have realized that was a decoy. The fact that I didn't, and that I surrounded it with my units, that was very foolish. How embarrassing would it be if I lost on mission 2? It would really demonstrate what a challenging game this is, though. And make no mistake, it is challenging. R-type tactics is very hard. Okay, we're really wrecked. We need to repair. That went all the way bad. It really sucks that I lost my force. However, we do have a wave cannon ready to go. But can we hit anything decent with it? The answer is no. And that's a problem. Well, I can hit the enemy carrier. That's something. Maybe I should. There we go. That's something. And we do have our own decoys we can move in, of course. You can kind of block for my squadron a little bit. Let's get the Midnight Eye out there. I think that'll be a good position for it. And where do I want to start moving my transport? Well, I can't move it very far thanks to all the debris, so let's just keep it close. We get some pathetic recon on recon action going. Oh, full strength enemy arrowhead squadron attacking. Is that my decoy or my real carrier? That's my decoy, so that's fine. And that one hit my AWACS with some missiles, but that's fine. Okay. It's not disastrous. Let's move our AWACS to here. That's probably the enemy's real POW armor. I kind of feel like let's just hit their carrier as hard as we can and hope that we can destroy it. The problem with the kamikaze decoys is you can't move and then explode. So it can be tough to get them into position, but that's fair. That's more balanced. It'd be kind of OP if they could move and explode. So, fair dues there. I could finish off the enemy AWACS. Well, let's hurt their carrier some more first. That's my real POW armor. How many tracer missiles do you guys have left? 6 is plenty. I don't desperately need resupply or anything. So let's just move our POW armor to here, be a distraction for the enemy. Or I could attack their AWACS with our Vulcan. That would be pretty comical, so let's do it. I love how it kicks its feet when it fires its Vulcan. Epic battle. Battle for the ages going on here, guys. And now our fully repaired squadron can be deployed. You could almost say it's maybe questionable balance that even a squadron down to a single fighter is fully repaired in a single turn when it retreats into a hangar. I don't know if that's good balance, but it is a mechanic of the game, so we shall take advantage of it, of course. We're leaving an awful lot of enemy units on the table if we just blow up their transport, and I think we get, I don't know, more points or some kind of more credit the more enemy units we destroy, but whatever. The fight kinda started going not great when they detonated their decoy and blew up my force and just really made a mess of things. Time to repair this squadron now. Looks like that's it for this turn. Alright, as we mentioned last video, tracer missiles are good at shooting down tracer missiles, so I don't expect them to do a lot of damage to us with this attack. A few will get through, but they might not even destroy one fighter, and they didn't. They did reset our charge, though. That's fine, you can shoot at my POW armor all day. Alright, well they destroyed it. That's fine, I'd rather they destroy that than one of my fighter squadrons. Yeah, I know, thanks, Lieutenant. Alright, well we're about to win, because the enemy transport's nearly destroyed. So for the sake of getting points or whatever it is we get, maybe we should try to destroy some enemies. Can I see what they have in their hangar? Carrying ×2. So they are trying to repair a lot of their fighter squadrons in there. Well, by a lot I mean 2, but... And they have a fully charged up wave cannon. Now we could kill that charge just by shooting at them. But I think it's time to destroy their carrier and win the mission, so let's do that. Oh, that was not their real flagship, apparently. Maybe that was just a decoy, then. Okay, we are not yet done, then. Well, then we keep on moving in our decoy. And we have to find their real flagship. I guess I underestimated my opponent slightly. There's their real flagship, then. And they retreated their AWACS into it. Okay. One of these is obviously going to be a decoy. Let's get rid of that charge. We do not want them using their wave cannon on us. Yeah, our opponent is putting up a respectable fight, it has to be said. I took this battle a little too casually, and I paid a price for it. But our squadrons are fully repaired. The main problem is that we lost our force. That was a bit of a painful loss there because the forces, except for our wave cannons, most of our offensive potential, these tracer missiles just kind of don't cut it. Hopefully we'll be able to charge some wave cannons and do some real damage. What is our time limit, by the way? I forget. 25 turns. We're not going to run out of time. Also, we can call Lieutenant Gazarov. See what her advice is. You can inadvertently move only one unit. Prepare to receive an intensive attack. I don't even know what your first sentence means there, Lieutenant. I feel like that translation was a little garbled. How's our own wave cannons going? We have one charged up. Can we fire it through here to get the enemy flagship and their AWACS? No, because there's a solid obstacle in the way. That's a shame. And the enemy's wave cannons, one of them is charged. I do not like that. So I'm going to get in there and I'm going to hit them. Reset the charge. Good. Move my transport in a little bit closer. I would love to get another charged wave cannon too on this guy. Let's repair our Midnight Eyes again. Now that they're down to 3. And we can kind of see what we need to see right now. Probably won't even destroy a single one. And the fact that I lost my POW armor is going to make... Oh, we did destroy one. Going to make resupply a little bit more of an issue. I really should have realized that the enemy was using decoys as well. That the supposed flagship I was destroying was a decoy, that POW armor that blew up in my face was a decoy. I just let my guard down because it's only mission 2. But I think that we also get fully resupplied when we retreat into our hangar, so it should be fine. Oh, you just know that the enemy AWACS is going to attack to reset my charge. Almost makes me think that I should keep this unit back until I have a good opportunity to use its wave cannon. Can I check the movement range of enemy units? No, that's its attack range. There's its movement range. It will be able to get close enough to use its Vulcan if it wants to. And if the AI is smart, that's what it'll do. Maybe I should just move in. I don't know. Ugh. I'm gonna hang back for now. Hope that the AI does not do the most optimal thing. And it didn't. Beautiful. It's attacking my decoy. Which I'll be able to detonate next turn if it's not destroyed. And I'll be able to do some real damage. Now that squadron is running low on missiles. It has 3 left, 2 now. And it lost a fighter, so I might want to pull it back into my hangar. Well, I would have been able to detonate this, and I still could, but all I would do is damage the enemy's AWACS, and that doesn't seem like the best use of it. So I'm just going to have it continue pursuing them. That would be a good place for a detonation. I do have my wave cannon fully charged on 2 of my fighter squadrons, so we should be able to do some real damage. Let's do it. Use it while we got it. Nice, nice. And some heavy damage to the enemies, what's hopefully their real flagship. I think I might be about to win with this wave cannon. Nice, that should be our victory. Alright, the enemy put up quite the respectable fight.
艦長、作戦終了です。このエリアは私たちが鎮圧しました。
We left a lot of enemy units on the board, but the way that fight went, it just kind of turned out like that. It would have been a lot of trouble to track down and destroy all their squadrons. I guess I should say chase down. We knew where they were, so track down's not quite right. Our commander level increased, and we got drifting data. And we got discretionary power up. Discretion to strengthen ships, necessary for coalition R&D. Great. And we... Okay, maybe this is where we got a new group of pilots. Hopper Squad. Ah, and we got a new force device, Mizu, which is Japanese for water. Device must be hooked onto a force unit. The mock battle in Earth's orbit had been successfully cleared. Upon returning to the base, my next mission already awaited. That's quick, no rest for the wicked, I guess. Phytoactivity had been detected somewhere on Earth. After some preparations, we headed there to start investigating. Also, a note on Captain Pilot device battle experience. White icons in the skill stat indicate growth, which yield a stat increase of the aircraft they fly. When their aircraft is destroyed in battle, they lose some of the experience they gained. To prepare for the next battle, I should train my pilots. Alright, yeah. So it sounds like that basically works the way I remembered. Okay, now this time, X is going to be confirmed because we're in a system menu.
艦長、お疲れ様でした。いかがなさいますか？艦長、報告します。新兵器の生産が可能になりました。
Excellent. Now, if we wanted to, we could go to archives, records, I think dossier. Also, we are now one tiny smidge toward devoted and bold from the center. But yeah, if we wanted to, we could change our adjutant here. So what does it say about Lieutenant Gazarov? Origin Peninsula's favorite color orange, favorite food sherbet, born in Notonia City, weapon fascination since childhood, top academy student, slightly dependent, brave, bright, hates handguns. And on her psychographic, she's way off on the devoted side and slightly wary. Sounds like my kind of type. Now, if we wanted to, we could switch back to Lieutenant McKellen, and Lieutenant McKellen is pretty cool. But the thing is, Lieutenant McKellen, you're not a waifu, so I'm sorry, but you're going to have trouble competing with this. Which is to say, Hiroko's going to be my default adjutant, but I'll switch to others for special circumstances, like if I just got a new adjutant, or if I'm replaying a mission that we already played to like take a different path through it or get items that I missed or something like that. Then I'll switch it up and pick other adjutants, but Hiroko's going to be my default. We can also see what the very cartoony art style looks like, and I do kind of like that, but I am going to stick with the default. So let's see what we can develop. Alright, we can now make transports, but there's no reason to make another one right now. And it looks like we can make another fighter squadron and another force. And here's where we can make another AWACS as well, but for the time being I think one is plenty. That's quite the long list of stuff. Now the question is, do we have enough resources to build anything? Or I guess I should say develop. Alright, so yeah, it requires spoils to be able to develop them. Oh yeah, we do have quite a bit of Selenium, Ethereum, and Bitogen. So let's go ahead and make another Arrowhead Squadron. And we, conveniently enough, got some new pilots, the Hopper Squadron. There we go. Excellent. Now, do we have the resources we need to make another force unit? That just requires bitogen. And we do have enough bitogen, so let's go ahead and make one. And it requires a force device, which conveniently enough we just got a new one, Mizu. So, one thing that stops us from spamming building tons of new units and just overwhelming the enemy with massive numbers, well, one is you have a limited amount of space for deploying, and another is you have a limited amount of crew and force devices to assign to your fighters and your forces. And so with that, even if you farm for resources so that you can build tons of units, you're never able to just get new crew or new force devices at will, so that is a limiting factor. We can check our unit list here. Oh, and apparently there is a limit on how many of each type of unit we can have as well. And it looks like this is another screen from which we can build new ones if we want. Other than that, I think that we've mostly seen what there is to see. We can check the spoils here. Recovered in Earth's orbit, damaged unusable, box recovered from debris. Let's see what's under unit information. This includes units that we have fought against, not just ones that we're able to make ourselves. So the Eclipse prototype is a Granzilla prototype fighter, has a variable navigation system to improve movement in exchange for fuel, which I think is called desyncing, and it lets them move through solid objects, if that's what it's talking about. Cannot attach forces. So not being able to attach forces is a downside, but it has that fancy movement mode and better default weapons thanks to the XPS laser. Force. Appropriated Bito weapon controlled by remote. By itself it has a force ram function. When attached has a laser catalyzing function. POW armor module capable of resupplying and refueling ally units. Occupy capable and fitted with a decoy function. In the future we'll be able to occupy various sites, and there's a variety of benefits to doing so, such as finding additional friendly squadrons that then join your force and other such useful things. Midnight Eye, AWACS unit with range tracking sensors, strategic and indispensable aircraft, but equipped with only basic weapons. The Arrowhead is a well-balanced main fighter, both in attack power, speed, evade, and cruising range. Can equip standard forces. Jormungandr Custom was the Rebel Jormungandr we fought. Renovated transport ship with docking bay which can supply and repair units. Decoy function was added for self-defense. This one is Old Coalition transport with docking bay. Has few weapons, so decoy was added. 140 hit points, 50 fuel, has a Vulcan. 55 fuel. I see, so the custom has more fuel than we do. And both of them can carry 2 units, it seems. Alright. Oh, and then there's history. Okay, so it ranks the difficulty. Shows high score and how fast we've cleared each of them. 1 star, 2 stars, and the next one is 3 stars. A crashed space city in the South Sea now harbors Bito activity. Examine it ASAP. That's what we're going to be doing next. That's going to be in the next episode. That'll do it for this one. Next time, we go to fight the Bito in a crashed space colony in the ocean. I'll see you then.